Yo! Well, thanks, Drizzy, for opening us up there. Drizzy Drake, man. Guys, welcome to the long-awaited, heavily publicised, needed, I'd say, the JDS podcast. I'm joined by my co-host, my compadre, my brother, my double D, Daniel. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
I'm excited to finally start.
That's what I like to hear. How was your morning?
Good.
Any kerfuffles?
The cleaners come. Mum booked them for 8:30 a.m., which is a little bit early. Mm-hmm. But it's once a week, so
especially when she tells you on the night before.
The night before
right?
is not good. No,
when you're about to go to bed. Come on, man. Seriously,
not happy.
Come on, Shaz. So yeah, I think to start off, we'll get this out the way. Why are we starting a podcast? Well, me and Daniel both have a huge passion for entertainment and basically spending quality time with mates and family. We want to continue having a laugh throughout a different format and recording memories to look back on, because I've got one of the worst memories ever. I don't remember anything anyone does. So, yeah, just podcasting. We want to build a positive environment, not to get so societal and cringy. But, yeah, this is basically the JDS brand. This is going to be a part of the JDS brand. It's a formulation of our family names. It represents Joe, Joel, Daniel, and Sharon, the four of us.
Double on the J.
Double J, but it's one J.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Double people on the J.
Anyway.
As well, I think we've just got a lot to say as well about why we started the podcast.
We've got a lot to talk about, which we'll get to bigger and better things. But did you want to add something there?
No, you go on.
No, I'm done.
Oh, what's our first segment, Joel?
Oh, the first segment, it's something we're going to make a weekly occurrence, a somewhat weekly occurrence. One of our hopefully most popular segments. It's the 10 for 10. It's the 10 for 10, Daniel. Hit me with the buzzer. Yeah. So the 10 for 10, we're going for 10 minutes. It's a formulation of 10 topics and basically a minute for each topic. So get the timer, go on the timer thing.
Yeah, we got it.
We'll start at 3 minutes. So we've got 10 topics that are relevant currently in the world. Headlines, news, funny headlines, blah, 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 all that jazz. And yeah, we're going to go for a minute and just discuss, argue, agree, potentially, on what the topic is.
So,
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Topic number 1.
First topic, Daniel, the Blue Squad, game 2, down 1-0. Are you going to make any changes?
I will be making changes. I'll be bringing in Api Coruscant for Damien Cook because I think yes. I thought Damien Cook in game 1 was not the best. And I mean, you could say Luai played shit as well, but I think he'll stay just because he's got the connection with Cleary. But I think Coruscant, like just the Penrith connection with Cleary, Luai, and then you've got Yo as well.
Yeah, I definitely would have done that in game 1. I know it's a bit controversial, but I think having Cook off the bench to match what Slater's done with Ben Hunt and Harry Grant, I think it's a plan for greatness, basically. And I'm definitely putting the Fox in as well.
The last few weeks for sure. For who?
Look, the aerial threat was not there last game. About 3 crossfield kicks.
And Coates is out as well.
Coates is out. Talling is going to come in. We got that. Fox, put the Fox in.
Yeah, that's a great point, Bob.
Yeah. Okay, Next topic, we're going across the ditch. Sorry, not across the ditch. Across the other side of the globe, actually. Boston Celtics. They're down 3-2. Do you give them any sort of chance?
No. I think they'll win game 6. In Boston. I don't think they'll lose 3 in a row. But I think they'll lose in 7. I don't think they can win a game 7 in Golden State.
Look, I tend to agree with you. I think Golden State are likely to wrap it up right now. I think
6.
I think the fact that you've got the greatest shooter of all time and he's got in the back of the mind, hold on here. I've got a game in hand here. I can shoot 50.
Yeah, but that game in hand, he didn't hit 1-3.
50 shots this game. 50 shots this game and put up 60 points and just win another championship, add to my legacy. I think Boston are in more trouble than we know.
I think the NBA will be frothing at the thought of a Game 7 in its 75th season as well.
Thank you, all conspiratorial, Daniel. Come on,
yeah,
man.
Anyway.
Next topic. Socceroos, Daniel, we saw him over the weekend.
Great stuff.
Last night. Look, we're in the World Cup, but look, I didn't know we actually made the World Cup until I was scrolling through my phone in the morning.
Yeah,
I had no
I agree.
idea how they were playing. Personally, not the biggest soccer fan. I'm sure other people are. But this just raises a question, and it's not a bad question. Do people care more about the Matildas than Samko's Bunda?
I don't think they care more about the Matildas. I feel like there's a bigger fan base because it's the women's team. So, like there's a lot of advocacy for women in sport. So there's a larger fan base there because a lot of, Australian soccer fans, they all go for a team in England, right? No one follows the A-League. It's a
great point.
They all go for a team in England. So, like, when it comes to international, they really only follow the Socceroos every 4 years. And let's be honest, if they didn't make the World Cup, no one would be going for them. So, I think to make the World Cup is a big thing, but,
Up the Matildas.
After this year, no one's going to care about them.
No for the Roos. Okay, next one. Daniel. I think this is a topic I want to talk about personally. The perception of sickness. Yep. The common cold is the same as it was 5 years ago, people. Let's wake up for ourselves. I've sneezed once and Mum's offering me 4 Codgels.
Yeah, they take a rapid test as well.
And a rapid. This cold is common. It was the same as it was 5 years ago. COVID's fucked everyone's minds, Daniel, about sickness. Talk to me.
Well, I think obviously when COVID started, it was a lot worse. Everyone was really scared. But now, I don't want to get COVID because I'm scared it's going to make me sick. I don't want to get COVID because I don't want to stay home for a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if I've got the flu, it makes you feel sick. But if it's not COVID, I don't care. And I think a lot of people don't.
And I'd like to add to that, if I'm sneezing, it's not life-threatening. I've just got a sniffle. Mumsy, relax. I don't need 6 Panamax. I don't need 6 Panamax as I'm waking up in the morning.
Next.
Daniel, this is one you wanted to talk about specifically. Michael Owen's daughter on Love Island. Being a professional footballer, one of the greats of all time, and your daughter is on Love Island. Thoughts?
Well, she's 19 years old, and he absolutely hates it. Yes, she's freshly 19 as well.
Are you serious?
I think she's born the same year I am.
Wow.
2003.
Don't you have to be 21?
No, she's 19. And it's fresh as well. I think she turned 19 this year. I could be wrong. But yeah, Michael Owen, if you see his social media, he absolutely hates it. And he's getting flamed as well about it too. He is known for having the worst takes on his soccer opinions when he's talking about it on the sideline, and everyone is just absolutely flaming him that his daughter's on Love Island. What do you think about it?
I think that's ridiculous. I think
now that you know she's 19 years old,
she should be on the pitch kicking the balls around, not licking balls.
Oh, Joel. Jesus.
Next topic, Daniel. We're staying on that little bit of sexual side here. Piers Morgan, an Australian chef, has released uterus-shaped cereal. Now, the cereal is dyed and red womb themed and aims to help families normalise a conversation about periods and menstruation during breakfast at the breakfast table. Yes or no?
Oh, I'll say no. Why do you need to talk about that first thing in the morning? You know what I mean?
I think it's definitely worth a conversation. I think the female sacrifice to go through menstruation is colossal.
Obviously, it's a big topic.
It needs more respect. Don't get me wrong. But Pierre's, over breakfast, I'd love to talk about it, but just not what I mean.
But then when you open the box, you talk about it for one breakfast, then you got it for the next week. You got to finish the box. So you're eating, you know what I mean? You talk about it once you're done.
It's not the nicest topic to talk about.
No, and it's red. It's red as well.
While eating,
does it turn the milk red?
Oh, Daniel, you know what?
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
It probably does. Let's move on. Thank you for the buzzer. Leading on from that breakfast scenario, I want you to rank me your 3 greatest breakfast cereals of all time.
Okay, number three.
Yep.
Number 3, I'll go Cocoa Pops because, in our house, growing up, they were a treat, right? So it was a special thing.
Yep.
Number 2, I'll say classic rice bubbles.
So you're still in that same rice crisp thing?
But that's I like it. I think the rice bubbles are a classic. And then even when you're feeling adventurous, put a bit of Milo on the top as well.
And your number 1?
Number 1's Wheat Bix, obviously. True blue, Australian classic. Wheat Bix in the morning. Absolutely sensational. What about you?
My list definitely outdoes yours. I'm going to go number 3, Nutri-Grain.
Nutrigrain is not even in my top
they
5.
Always, it got you up for that Ironman race you never wanted to.
No, they go soggy in the milk. They're disgusting.
I'll go number 2. I'll go Wheat Bix.
Wheat Bix, yep.
It was one of those phases, 6 months on, 6 months off. I had a bit of money.
Easily.
Number 1, can't go past Fruit Loops, baby.
Fruit Loops?
It was a delicacy, once in a lifetime. Okay, moving on. Daniel, 3 coaches sacked in a week. Why will a new coach make the Tigers and Bulldogs successful? Why aren't they looking at their roster and not changing the roster, and why are they going straight for the head coach?
Well, I think, the Tigers, as a Tigers fan, I think Serraldo's the best fit. And I think the Bulldogs, they're obviously going for Serraldo as well. But I think Shane Flanagan going to be a better fit as his son is the halfback of the team and he thinks he can get the best out of him. And I think in terms of the Tigers, I think they need a bit more authority. Obviously, this year they've brought in Tim Sheens, who's a cult hero of the club, led them to the premiership. But like yesterday, Luciano Leilua left early. How many times has that happened for the Tigers? We let Luciano go. We let Mitch Moses go early. You can't let them do that to you.
Off the bus, eh? Off the bus.
Too easy.
I think Serraldo would be a great coach, but 5 years is too long for me if I'm thinking.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to be in Balmain for 5 years. Come on, man. Seriously.
The media is probably not looking too good for him as well.
Okay. Off to the NBA again. Number 9, our 9th topic for a minute. What NBA... give me one NBA free agency move that must happen.
I think the Spurs need to put everything they can into Zach LaVine. DeJounte Murray. It is biased, but I think it's the Spurs last year. We made the play-in this year. We lost to New Orleans. We lost to New Orleans in the 9v10 play-in, right?
Who cares?
What we'll miss? DeJounte was an all-star that year. He was the best player, but that game he was dog shit. He's more of a pass-first guard. He gets triple-doubles, right? So we need a scorer. That scorer is Zach LaVine.
Look, I'm going to go LA bound. I'm going to go LA Lakers. I'm going to go Damian Lillard needs to be a Laker.
He's not even a free agent.
He needs to be a Laker. We're going to Rob Pelinka. Let's sort out a package.
How would you get him?
Let's get him to LA.
Are you getting rid of Westbrook?
Westbrook, Reeves, give him a lot.
Jesus
keep that
Christ.
and we'll move on. All right, last topic, Daniel. Hustle, the movie on Netflix. I personally haven't watched it. I'm looking forward to watching it. It's got great raps.
I'd say I've watched it and I thought it was very, it was a good movie. It's up there with like the original Space Jam in terms of a basketball movie. I thought it was that good. But, you look at the main character.
Space Jam.
Listen, the main character, Bo Cruz, is played by Juancho Hernan Gomez or something.
Some bum.
If I hadn't watched an NBA game in my life and I watched that movie, I think he's the MVP of that year. They make him look so good. And then within this year, he started on Boston, got traded to the Spurs, and they shipped him off to the Jazz. He's been on 3 teams this year. He rides the bench. Sorry?
How many minutes has he
played? 0. He rides the bench for him.
Well, that's why he's taking that acting gig. I mean, yeah, look, really looking forward to it. But that Space Jam comparison was a bit...
It's very good. It's better than the new Space Jam. It's like, you know what it reminds me? It reminds me of... Have you watched Coach Carter?
Yeah.
It reminds me of that because he's like trying to get him good.
Classic.
But it's good.
Classic.
Anyway, that wraps it.
That is the end of our 10 for 10 segment. I would say that was a success.
Yeah, I liked it. It was good.
We can only get better from that. Moving on to the next segment, Daniel.
Okay, this is a segment that I think will be my favorite going into the future. And it's called...
You just made the list!
Okay, sweet. You just made the list. This is a segment where we're going to tell you about someone or something during the week or something someone's done during the week or a group of people that's just, to be honest, pissed us off.
And
it's annoyed us. Someone's made a fool of themselves, something that's annoyed us.
Worth noting.
Yeah, and then the list isn't something you want to be on.
Definitely not. And this will compile over time too.
So, yeah, you do not want to be on the list. If you're on the list, it's not a good thing. So, Joel, who's your first person to add to the list?
Am I going first, am I?
Yeah.
All right. Zoom in the camera on me in the edit. Zoom in on my face. Nathan Vigilante!
You just made the list!
Why?
The first one.
So who's Nathan Vigilante?
Mate of mine.
Yeah, I know who he is, but the listeners might.
Cult hero.
Yeah.
Look, long weekend, Queen's birthday, Sunday night. No one's working on Monday.
Yeah.
Tradesmen's are off. Sunday night is the night you want to go out on.
Yeah.
It's the night you want to go out on. You're not getting double pay at the Pav. Not getting double pay at JJ's Chickens. Bazura. Am I right?
None of these places I'm employed at, by the way.
Yeah, so Sunday night you want to go out, and I personally lost my lost Sunday virginity over the weekend.
Okay, yeah. Was it good?
Unreal. vibes, just bodies everywhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got tickets for the Lost Sunday. Vig and all our mates got tickets for the Lost Sunday. Now after Lost Sunday goes from 3 to 12. And then from 12 to I believe 10 a.m. the next day, or 12 or midday the next day. So past sunrise.
Oh, is this the one where they give you
Sash.
breakfast?
It's potentially.
Okay.
I don't know if they do. Sash. It's Sash.
Yeah.
It's called Sash.
Yeah. I've heard of this.
And so Vig missed the pre-sale because 12 o'clock hits, you want to go somewhere else. You want to keep going.
Oh, so Lost Sunday was at the one at the Ivy,
Yes.
right? And
Lost
then
Sunday at the
Sash
Ivy.
is somewhere else.
Somewhere else, and I get to that.
Okay.
So all the boys got tickets for the Sash. I didn't personally. I'm not a Sash.
Yeah, I feel like
guy.
it's too.
Anyway, so the boys got tickets, and Vig didn't get a ticket at the time. So and then they end up getting sold out.
Yeah.
And the Sash event they got the tickets for were at Home Bar, the venue.
Okay.
The venue, which is in Darling Harbour.
Oh, yeah.
The one near Darling Harbour. It's a lot more convenient. And they have another event in Greenwood Hotel in North Sydney.
I think I'm starting to piece together what Nathan did.
They have one in North Sydney, right?
Yeah, which
North
is,
Sydney.
you know,
2 buses, 2 trains. I've
Yeah,
been there before.
far
It's
as hell.
not worth it at all, really.
not worth the
Hustle,
trip.
the transport. Anyway, so Vig has obviously missed the pre-sale. They're all sold out. He's on this site looking for tickets,
Yeah.
looking. I don't know the name of the website, but people selling tickets they bought.
I got to say, that Sunday, the amount of Instagram stories I saw saying anyone selling a Sash ticket or whatever, people get desperate, you know. Get it on time.
And that's dangerous because
You know,
accounts
people,
get hacked.
and people scam
And
as
I'll
well.
get to that.
Oh, no way.
So Vig gets it. So the tickets pre-sale were $50, and you're not going to resell a ticket for $50 if it's sold
No,
out. Right?
yeah.
You're going to sell it for $80 plus.
Going to get some profit on that.
Vig finds one for $40
So a discount.
discount of
For
a sold out.
this is for the one that goes from 12 to 10 the
at
next
Home
day.
Bar,
Yeah.
supposedly. So it's, I've struck gold here, boys. I've struck gold. So he sends a screenshot of the ticket to the chat, right? And I've got no relevance in the conversation that's going on in the chat between the boys because I'm not going. But I saw on the ticket, I just had to say something because on the ticket it had 36 Blue Street, Sydney.
Which is...
And I've never heard of a Blue Street, Sydney in Darling Harbour before.
Well,
Not even
yeah.
streets. I'm the worst at navigation. I have
Yeah.
no idea where I am.
we
half the
know. We
time.
know George Street, Pitt Street. That's it.
That's it. Like Darling Harbour, it's water. There's no streets on the water, right? So I was like, fuck, I better put this in my maps. I'm going to pop this in Apple Maps. 36 Blue Street, Sydney, 36 Blue Street, Greenwood, North Sydney.
So he's bought
He's
the
got the
ticket for the wrong place.
For the Greenwood Hotel one. And I've said, no one's picked it up. I've said in the chat, Vig, you've 36 Blue Street, Sydney is in North Sydney, North Ryde, whatever it is. Anyway, so he's got the wrong ticket.
Yeah.
He's resold it for he's lost another $10. He's resold it for $30, gone instantly. He's like, stuff this, I give up. We get to prees. He's like, I'm still keen to go. I'm going to start looking for his tickets. Ethan Alexiou,
Yeah.
his little compadre comes around. He goes, yeah, I'll go too. Wait, Vig, this chick's selling 3 tickets on Instagram, right? I said, Ethan, check the account. Check, who is she? She's got 250 followers around there. I'm like, you know what? That's a little bit dodgy already. Following more than you have a follower.
Oh, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So he's giving the detail. And Ethan wouldn't give his own details for the tickets. So, Ethan goes, Vig, I'll give her your details.
Yeah. Like for payment.
For payment for the tickets. Next minute, there's the details. Vig gets a notification on his phone. There has been suspicious movement in your bank account. And then the next day, Vig is on the phone. So they didn't get the tickets.
Yeah.
It was a scam. Next day, Vig is actually on the phone to the bank because he's been blocked out of his
Own account.
own account. So Nathan Vigilante, that is why you
just made the list!
How much did he lose? How much did he lose?
I'm not sure of a number, but I know his account was basically it's been tapped on.
Oh, okay. Anyway, on to mine. To be honest, I've had a last minute change of who's going to be on my list because
Interesting.
this is a long time thing. A good friend of mine, Samuel Kennedy,
Yep.
and I'm going to say Sam,
You just made the list!
and I'll tell you why. I will tell you why Sam has made the list. Most of our group, we're freshly 18, right? So we're in that phase. You in that phase, right?
Must be nice,
Ivy
man.
Thursday is
Must be nice, man.
It's an attraction for us, right?
Unfortunately.
I don't think I've seen Sam Kennedy make it past 11:30 p.m. at One Ivy Thursday.
Why?
It's not because he's tired. It's because we go to prees. He loves his Canadian club, right? He loves those. Personally, they're dog shit.
Red flag already?
Yeah, they're crap. Anyway, he loves those. Have about 4 of them. You know, he seems fine. And then where we have prees at our mate Harley's house, we get the train to the city, right? So you don't have to pay for the Uber. It's good.
Convenient.
Cheaper. So we'll go there. And then we get there, and we buy the ticket, and then if you get there before, I think, 10, you get the free drink card.
Complimentary drink, correct.
And some people in our group don't drink. What? Stupidly.
They're going to Ivy Thursday and they're not drinking?
Oh, some of them, yeah. Well, not some people that we meet up with there.
Come on, man.
Stupidly, guess who they give the card to? Sam, right? Sam would consume probably, and he loves to spend his money as well. I reckon last time we went, when he was, this was 10 o'clock, he was on the lounge, right? Upstairs on the lounge, out of it, right?
Okay.
I reckon by 10 o'clock he'd consumed about 13 standard drinks of alcohol. That is how much he drunk in that time frame. For that, it's just unbelievable. And then, you know, you just look downstairs. Sometimes you see him in the middle of the mosh pit with all these randoms, dripping. He's a sweaty person as well, dripping in sweat. You know, it's
disgusting.
not a good sight. And, you know, he's always like, okay, I won't do it this week. But, you know, I think you can piece together what happens.
You get that itch.
Yeah. So that's why Sam Kennedy's.
You just made the list!
Yeah, that's why you're on the list.
I'd say that was a success.
Yeah, I like that. That's going to be my favorite segment, I think.
2 people on the list. We love talking shit.
Congratulations to
both
Sam and Vidge for being the inaugural members.
Now, Daniel, moving on to another topic I want to talk about, something a bit fun, you know, something a bit out there.
Yeah.
I've asked you and myself to...
Oh, yeah, here we go.
We're in the mood of the NBA Finals, right? What a series it's been. What a playoffs it's been. Probably actually not the best playoff series, but, you know.
Too many blowouts.
So, following on that NBA concept, I have asked both of us to construct our starting 5 NRL players, starting 5 NBA team that consists of NRL players.
Yeah.
So, an NRL player for point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center.
Yeah.
Now, I'll kick us off here.
Start with the point guard.
Should we go, I'll go my 5 and you go your 5? Or
No, we'll go
one for
point.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, my point guard is arguably the best player in the NRL right now.
Yep.
The money man.
Cameron Munster at the point.
Listen. Cameron Munster at the point guard. I've already said he's arguably the best player in the NRL at the moment. He knows how to show the candy. He knows how to give the candy. You know, he's a pass-first mentality, but he also knows how to score when he wants to. And, you know, one other thing that I love about Money is people forget he's got some of the best footwork in the NRL.
Yeah.
He's one of the most agile players. You can't put him down in a tackle. That's gonna do wonders on the basketball court.
Okay. Yeah, I can see where you come from. With my point guard selection, you've obviously gone for the NRL, like he's one of the best players, so he's going to be. I've gone for more of a. Do I think they'd be good at basketball as well?
It's interesting. I think Munster will be good at basketball.
Yeah, but I don't think it'd be good as mine. So my point guard position, I've gone for the Roosters winger Joseph Suaalii, and I'll tell you why. One word to describe Suaalii would be explosive. I'm comparing him to players like Russell Westbrook, right?
And
he's going to be Russell Westbrook when he was good. When he was a good player, right? Because he's dog shit now. I think Suaalii will be explosive as a point guard. You know, he can pass. He can, you know, you see these catches he does. He flies up high.
Yeah,
right?
Suaalii, you're right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he'll be a good scorer. Not so much a facilitator, but, you know, if he with his size and strength, he'll get to the rim easily as a point guard.
So you're saying to me you don't want a facilitator as your point guard?
Well, I think he can pass the ball, but you know when you
doesn't pass.
Yeah, well, when you hear the rest of my team, you'll see how they intertwine.
Interesting pick.
Give us your shooting guard, John.
Interesting pick. My shooting guard, Alex Johnston.
Okay.
I want that veteran presence in my squad, but Alex Johnston, greatest try scorer in South history.
Yeah.
Knows how to score. He's quick, small, very agile. He's a great talker, and I need that role-playing veteran on my squad. His size could be a bit of a threat defensively, but I'm willing to take that risk. I know he's going to drop at least 30, 40 a night, not miss, basically. So that's my shooting guard.
So I've gone for the sort of same idea with you that they know how to score. My shooting guard is Taylor May from the Panthers. Try scoring machine. And, I've got size in Suwali at the point. So my other guard can, we can lose a bit of size there for a bit of scoring, which is Talon. Okay. And I think, he's quick, he's agile, and, I think he's just, he's a scorer. That's what we need.
It's an interesting pick, Daniel. I think my team is beating your team
I disagree.
Right now. Seriously.
I think Suwali would absolutely...
Hold that thought, because my small forward is, in fact, Joey Suwali.
Oh! So I've got
Suwali.
We got the same player.
I've got Suwali at the 3. I think I'd like him at the 3 more because he's tall, he's lanky, he's strong, he's explosive. He's going to be my two-way player.
Yeah.
He's going to be my wing player, wing defender, like he is in the NRL. He can score, but geez, he can put a shot on defensively.
Yeah, but you don't want to put shots on in basketball.
He can get a stop. He basically kills people out there. Yeah. Did you see the shot he put on Rain last week? Seriously, come on. Seriously.
Okay. Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Thank you.
But I think he's more of a point guard.
All right. Your small forward.
My small forward.
Probably the most crucial position.
This is the most crucial, and this is going to be a surprise to you. This is the LeBron James of my team. What's Adam doing? Adam Dewey at the small forward for my team.
That's actually...
Adam Dewey. He's got the size. He can pass. He can score. He can do everything, mate.
That's ridiculous.
He is the Tigers' messiah, and he's going to save the Tigers, and he's going to save my NRL times NBA team.
When has he saved the Tigers, sorry?
Well, he was arguably their best player last year. He's coming back this week as well.
So he saved them from not the wooden spoon and finishing 15th.
Yeah, well, we're in the rebuild.
Interesting selection, Daniel. Considering he hasn't even played this whole season, that's very...
Yeah, but it's,
All right.
We know what he can do.
Power forward. One of the most underrated positions in the NBA.
Yeah.
But also one of the most crucial. I've gone Talakai.
Yeah. You see, I thought of him, and I thought that's an easy pick.
From the Cronulla Sharks, look, he's going to be a beast in the paint. He's going to get those rebounds. He's just going to box out everyone. Doesn't matter how tall, how short he is. Boxing out everyone. He's going to be that Dennis Rodman in my squad. And one thing that's going to be one of his biggest threats? Who's going to stop him on the fast break? Who's going to stop him on the fast break?
The thing is as well, I don't think he could control a dribble on the fast break.
Doesn't need to.
To be honest.
He can just catch 2 steps. He's already under the rim.
Yeah, and as well...
Talakai.
I thought that as well, but I think my power forward... I thought Talakai's weakness is maybe... I don't think he's the tallest.
Doesn't need to be.
Man.
Have you seen
yeah, well,
his
you know
eyes?
who is taller than him?
Who?
Viliami Kikau.
Oh,
at the power forward. Viliami Kikau. Yeah, I think, he did you see what the hit he put on Caleb Pogger when he scored the weekend? Set him off the field.
Poor kid.
Right? So I think Kikau will be good at the power forward because of his size, and I think, if he gets in the post, it's game over. Especially against your man Talakai.
I think it'll be a great matchup.
And can I just say, I have a feeling we're going to have the same man at centre. Okay, Tell us who it is.
Is that because you've just seen mine?
No, I think it's a no-brainer, to be honest.
I have gone the one and only Nelson of soccer.
Yeah.
I think we can both agree. I mean, he's one of the biggest players in the NRL. He's a beast. He's strong. 200 plus centimetre beast in the paint. That's what you want. He's going to get those offensive and defensive rebounds. He's strong, and the one thing I love about him, he's going to provide that grit.
Yeah, especially if he's
he's going to want to fight everyone.
If he's in the paint on defense, no one's driving in.
I wouldn't even look at him in the.
He'd be like Shaq. He'd be like Shaq.
Literally.
Yeah.
So you've got him as well.
I had him at the 5 as well.
Okay.
I think it's a no-brainer. I don't think there's anyone that's bigger than him in the NRL height-wise.
Personally, I think reflecting on both our teams, I think my team beats your team in 6 games.
Well, I think obviously there's a bit of bias there. I think mine would beat yours.
Oh.
I don't see how.
I think we'll let the
I don't think how
decide.
Talakai would have any defensive presence on Viliami.
We'll let the people decide because I think I've got you in 6. Anyway, moving on, another success, I'd say.
Yeah, I like that one. That was good.
Question time. I'm going to ask you a question, just one question.
Yeah.
That I have been pondering this whole week, last 2 weeks actually. It's something that has to be addressed. I think it's gone unseen by too many eyes, too many big eyes like Kenty and Yeah. So this is what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, is the NRL rigged?
No, it's not.
Don't go in the camera.
Mum's trying to take a picture of us doing this, and she's almost just walked in front of the camera. That's poor. Anyway, continue.
Sorry.
We were worried about this as well.
Just lost track there.
Anyway, keep going.
So yeah, is the NRL rigged? Daniel, I'm talking about specifically, I want to talk about one player, and that's Josh Adokar.
Yeah, okay.
Let me talk. Have you seen the Blues jersey videos?
Yes, he's in all the ads.
Who's in the videos?
Josh Adokar. Even I walked past Rebel Sport the other day, he's in the front window.
For this year, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Did he get picked in game 1?
No.
The NRL is trying to prevent a huge marketing failure, the fact that Adokar isn't in the squad and he's in all the promos. Look, he's in all the promos. This is why I'm saying it's rigged. They want to get him back into the side. He scores a double against the reigning champs in a cold night at Bluebet Stadium in Penrith. I know they didn't have their players, but still, it's a tough task when you're in one of the worst teams attacking wise in the comp to score a double against the Penrith Panthers, the reigning champs. Last week, Queen's birthday, this on the Monday, he scores a hat-trick.
Against Parramatta as well. The Bulldogs were
$5.50.
Yeah,
$5.50 to win the game. He scores a hat-trick. Rigged. All of a sudden, questions over Daniel Tupou, Katoni Staggs. Are they going to commit to Tonga? Are they going to commit to the Blues? I believe today they're in the Tongan squad today. What a coincidence.
Katoni was actually named as the 5'8".
What a coincidence that Daniel Tupou is in the Tonga squad. What a coincidence. And Adokar's having the form of his life. All to prevent this marketing failure by the Blues. Now, this is another point as well. Do you know the Josh Adokar's brand? Let's try it.
Yeah.
He's got his brand. He's released his first collection. Apparently, he's the most marketable player in the NRL. He's made 200 plus K on it already on his first drop. All of a sudden, the Fox, I might just release my second collection.
When he's on fire.
I'm releasing my second collection in the next couple of weeks. The publicity of the Fox is coming at the perfect time, and his strong performances make him want to get in that Blues side. I just think it's too much of a coincidence. Seriously.
Well, I think, it could just be a case that he's realised that he's in form and it's a perfect time for him to release his next collection.
The pieces of the puzzle they're all coming together to make his return. I mean, Tupou didn't have the best performance in game 1 either. I mean, the Blues lost the game. Was that game rigged as well?
No, they're not going to rig the games, mate.
So he can get back in the squad?
I think...
Seriously.
If anything is the NRL rigged, is, why have the Tigers been at the bottom for so long? I'll tell you, if the NRL was rigged, I think teams like, I think New Zealand would win a premiership by now.
I'm not saying it has been rigged. You hear your grandmother, we hear us personally. It's rigged, love. It's rigged.
It's fixed.
They get a tip wrong in the tipping comp. Oh, it's rigged, love. It's rigged. Don't worry about it. It's rigged. I'm starting to believe it, man.
I don't think it's fixed. I don't think it's rigged. I think it's just Adokar's realised, oh shit, like my jersey's not guaranteed for the Blues. And, it's time to pull my head in.
It's a great sport that's getting ruined by match fixing.
And I think, Joel,
we'll see what happens with it in the next couple of weeks.
You don't think it's actually... You can't say the sport's ruined by match fixing.
The points add up.
Especially from a Melbourne Storm fan, all you've had is bloody success.
The points add up. The points speak for themselves. The points that I made speak for themselves.
But do you agree if it was... Do you think they'd rig it that New Zealand would have a premiership, I feel? Because, have you ever met a New Zealand Warriors fan?
Yes. Well, I know someone that has converted from multiple teams. So
it's a bullshit one. Yeah, who were they before that? Dragons.
Yeah,
okay.
And that makes sense because now they're the Panthers.
Oh, do you want to name drop them or?
No.
Irrelevant. Anyway, we won't name and shame. Well, it looks like he knows who he is anyway.
Unless he made the list.
Yeah, okay. Maybe next time.
Maybe.
But yeah, have you New Zealand Warriors fan? Obviously in New Zealand the biggest sport is union, right? So I feel like no one gives a shit about the Warriors, right?
Yep.
And that's they haven't even been playing in New Zealand for the past 3 years.
Oh, but this has nothing to do with the Warriors. This is about Josh Adokar.
No, but I'm just saying if it was rigged, they would have won a premiership by now.
So like I said as well, we know this world revolves all around money, and not Cameron Munster. Cash money. And I think this is the pinnacle of money buys you happiness, man. It does.
Well, that's rigged.
It's rigged. Well, that's all I've got to say about that. Do you have anything to add?
No, that's all.
Seriously, what a successful first
episode. I feel like that was pretty good.
And we're only going to get bigger and better from here as well. Yeah, so as by now you would have actually seen, because this is coming out after we did the Instagram post.
Yeah. So you
would have
seen
seen we're doing cash giveaway.
Yeah.
To publicise the potty. Get amongst it. Comment, like, share, subscribe.
Whatever, everything.
Are we on YouTube right now?
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
Subscribe.
Yeah. So,
Do we hit him with the outros? Do you have anything to add?
no, I mean, we'll just see you next time, I guess.
See you next week, baby. Let's trot. Hit him with it. Yeah.